Hello everyone, welcome back to Sharmila's Tutelet. Thank you so much for your great response on my previous videos on circle time. I heard back from a lot of people, lot of educators on my content. Thank you so much for showing some love. This encourages me to a great extent. This time I'm back with another important video for the ECC classrooms. Today I'm going to talk about life skills. If you are parenting a child who is between 3 to 8, or if you are in a family where you're not directly raising a child but you are seeing a child being raised, you need to see this video. Nonetheless, if you are an educator in an ECCE classroom, if you are a school leader, a school administrator, a coordinator, a principal, this video is definitely for you. One thing is for sure, all of you would agree that future holds surprises for all of us. Before COVID, life was something different. Post COVID, things have changed drastically and we are not going to go back to the pre-COVID world ever. There are a lot of professions, a lot of career opportunities which do not even exist in today's date. And there are a lot of opportunities and professions that have come up post-COVID world. So we were oblivious of the fact that future can hold a lot of surprises for all of us. So being prepared for the future is the best thing that we can guide and train our learners with, our kids with. Life skill is one of such preparedness for future. I will be taking you through multiple life skills that are crucial and that are critical for a kid to know from a very beginning. Life skill is something, learning is something that will continue for a long period of time, that is separate. But life skill, the learning of life skill, the knowledge of life skill should begin from a very early stage of 3 or beyond that. So let's begin with our first topic for life skill for ECCE learners, which is personal, social, emotional development. In short, during this video, I will say this or utter the word PSED as a short form of personal, social, emotional development. So what is personal, social and emotional development and how do we foster this in our kids? First of all, let's understand why do we call PSED as a life skill. Personal awareness, being aware of our feelings, being aware of how are we feeling at this moment and what can help me is a great key to, to adjust ourselves according to the environment. Social development, wherein awareness of the society around us, where do we live, with which people we are living, what are the professions around me, how are people different from each other, how is the diversity, and how do we exchange ourselves with the society is one of the important aspects of social development. And from a very scratch, from a very beginning, a child should learn about it. The second is emotional development. When we talk about emotional development, it is definitely being aware of the feelings and it is definitely being aware of what is going on around you, what is the emotion that you are facing, and how do you react to it, which leads to emotional intelligence at a later stage of life. And D stands for development, as we all understand. Being aware of ourselves, how are we, what constructs us, what is the society around us, what is the emotion that we are facing. All these awareness together creates PSED, and awareness and development on this aspect can bring a child up as a very responsible, honest and a very good citizen of a society or a country. The first is knowing the feelings, knowing ourselves, being aware that what makes us happy, being aware what makes us sad, being aware of how do we feel at one particular time and what type of incidents make us feel a certain way is our key point, and we need to teach this to our learners at a very early stage. So talking about the feelings, are you feeling happy? So when you're interacting with your child, when you're interacting with a learner in your classroom, or if you're interacting with the child at your family, or if as a parent, if you're talking to a child, foster the habit of asking the feelings so that the learner is now aware of how am I feeling. So if I give the child something, I ask, are you feeling happy? If something goes wrong around the child, ask, do you feel sad? Or if the child is annoyed, ask the child, do you feel annoyed? If the child, if he gets or he or she gets a surprise, ask, are you surprised? So, being aware, these are not only simple vocabulary. In the circle time, we have spoken about it. This time, I'm again talking about it. These are not simple vocabulary at all. Being aware of how you are feeling at a certain time helps you manage yourself better. If you are happy, uh, teach learners, teach your child not to be exaggerating while the child is happy. Teach your child, do not take haste decisions or do not do anything extreme when you are sad or when you are angry. Do not go out of control when you are surprised. Limiting ourselves, controlling ourselves on certain times is emotional development or personal awareness. Let your child get into metacognition. Metacognition is something wherein you see or you think of what you are thinking about. So it's little critical. Let's keep it aside. We'll talk about metacognition in a different video once again. But this time, when we talk about personal and emotional development, we teach about being aware of the feelings, so that it's not only being aware about ourselves. What will happen if the child sees someone in front of them, maybe their parents, maybe their educators, anyone in front of them, their friends maybe, if they see someone is happy, the child recognizes, okay, the person is happy. The child will eventually recognize if a person is sad, and the child will automatically offer help. To make your child empathetic, being aware of the feelings are very important. So only a simple thing that you can do as a parent, as an educator, or a family member, a responsible family member, is that you help your child recognize feelings within themselves and in the people they see around, and teach them what to be done if a certain feeling surfaces. If the other person in front of you is happy, be happy with them. If the other person is happy, empathize with them. If the other person is surprised, join them in their happiness. If the other person is angry, help them calm down, offer a glass of water. This makes a socially refined personality, and you will see the difference in your child in no time. Let's get to the other part. Next part is self-regulation. Personal development says that how do you regulate yourself? Even if you don't feel like waking in the morning for the school, you don't like getting ready for the school on time, self-regulation tells you that you should be working on something, or you should be doing something even if you don't want to. If you don't like studying, but studying is important, you will have to spend some time studying. Self-regulation is following some rules and some disciplines in home. How can you foster, as a parent or as a teacher, how can you foster this at home? Make certain rules of keeping the shoes at a certain place. So the child comes back home after playing, or the child comes back home after school, and the child leaves the shoes somewhere, the bag somewhere, the water bottle somewhere, or the toy somewhere. Put a stop to it slowly. You cannot just force regulations and rules to a child, but you will have to go step by step. Pick one rule at a time or one discipline at a time, and you start giving it for next 15 days until and unless the habit is instilled. For example, let's start with keeping the shoe at the right place in the shoe rack, or keeping the outside shoes somewhere where it is designated, where every family member follows the rule, and make the child see and follow the rule. Keep repeating, and at a certain time, after a few days, you will see the child has started following the rule. The moment it is instilled, let's go to the next rule. For an example, to zipping and unzipping. So you wear something, so you put on and put off clothes on your own, not daily, I mean throughout the day, but one habit of putting the night dress on and putting off the night dress later in the morning, next day in the morning. It's a simple habit. This will help them develop their fine motor also when they zip and unzip, or even if it is not a zipped one, if it is a buttoned one, or if the child has to wear the pajamas and put on the t-shirt and take off the t-shirt, let them learn this. So you help the child throughout the day, doesn't matter, but one point of time, let the child be independent on it. Next thing, make the child help you while you make the bed or you serve the food to the family. Give a simple instruction or a simple responsibility to the child of pouring water to each glass, or just placing the plates on the dining table, or placing the bowls, or handling the materials carefully. The child will happily do it after some time, and then you will see within 3 months you have instilled 5 to 6 good habits to the child. In the child, there are now habits that are self-regulatory, self-disciplined, and something that helps the child become independent. Then one more thing you can do is to help the child learn how to lace their shoes or how to tie the knot in their shoes. This will help their fine motor, as well as it will make them independent in a very less time. So this is about self-regulation. Let's get to the next point. Next part, and today's last point here, I will continue with the PACD topics in the next video. So the next part is about accepting diversity. Make your child respect and accept every diversity they see around. So you will have to control yourself while you body shame someone, because if you do that in front of your children, they will also learn doing that. So let's stop ourselves first, and then help them know that it's okay if someone is fat, obese. It's okay if someone is skinny. It's absolutely fine if someone's skin color is dark, and it's absolutely fine if someone's skin color is fair and white. It's okay to be beautiful. It's okay not to be so beautiful, because every human being is beautiful in their own way. These are basic things that you need to repeat with your children. They will be respectful, empathetic, and kind human beings. That is what our society needs, actually. You will see that while we travel in our public transport, while we travel outside, we see a lot of people who are not so kind, and we feel bad. I'm sure you don't want your child to be one of them. If you want your child to be someone who's empathetic towards animal, towards people, towards the nature around, you will feel proud that you have raised an effective and a good citizen, a good child. So body shaming and accepting diversity, I'll come back to the point. Let children respect the outer structure of a human being. The vitality of a human being is diverse, and we must respect and accept. It's okay if someone has straight hair. It's okay if someone has curly. And if it's okay if someone's hair is like noodles. It's okay if someone wear a pug or being sick would look a little different than who's not one. So it's all, you will see learners, you will see children wearing hijab, you will see children wearing pagris. So it's absolutely okay to accept and respect all the religion too. So these are very basic things. So we will have to first take care of ourselves so that we do not do these things in front of children and foster these things in the next generation. This is also important, to respect choices. I like spicy food, the other person might not. The other person, if a child learns this, the child, when they open their lunch box, will accept other child's tiffin box also. If you are sending good, nutritious and tasty meals to your child in the snack box, if and the other child is unable, or the parents are busy, or the child might be bringing something very bland, accept Acceptance of your child to the other's tiffin box is also very important. So it's okay. So if at all a child is bringing bland food, make your child, appreciate your child, encourage your child to share their lunch boxes. I have seen mothers teaching their children that do not share your lunch box with anyone else. Do not share your food, only eat everything that is there. If somebody comes, do not give your food to them, do not take from anybody else's box. We are actually confining our children. Yes, health and hygiene is a part. We will talk about it separately. We will have to see whether the child is eating in a very hygienic environment or not. But let your child share food. Let your child accept food, because this will bring them socially together in a classroom. So sharing and respecting, accepting, these are very valuable skills that your child need to learn from a very basic age. This will help them grow to a very responsible, empathetic human being. I'm repeating these words multiple times because these things are extremely important in today's world. I'll come back with another points on PSED in my next video. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you might have a lot of points in your mind also. I would love to hear from you. Please do comment if you have to add something. You, as a mother or as a father or as a grandparents, you might have fostered these skills in your child certain way, and I would love to learn from you as well. Please do comment and let us know what you practice at home to help your child grow up to a very responsible human being. Thank you so much for your time. I'll come back soon with another part on PSED for ECCE learners. Thank you so much for your time. Do you like what I'm working on? Please don't forget to motivate me by subscribing to my channel and hitting the bell icon here. If I hear from you, if my encouragement goes up, I will be able to bring up further topics here. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care.